All right, my Lisa, how old are you?
I'm 26 today.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
So how's your day going?
It's been better. Trying to get some stuff done that I need to get done today, and unfortunately within like the past hour my stuff got stolen, so it's been better. Trying to see if I can find.
You were crying earlier?
Yeah, I got a little bit of emotional because I saw the police officer, so I thought I'd ask him. I know, like, I just really if he'd seen anybody hauling around my suitcase, or if he had any ideas on where I can look around here, because I don't hang around where most homeless I think hang around. I try not to hang around at all.
So you told me you're brand new to the streets, right?
Yeah, like we officially, I guess you could say, we're homeless actually like in February of last year, but we spent some time in some hotels until that dwindled our money, and I talked to my husband into living out of our car for a while, and that then we because of our situation relapsed and found ourselves in some sober living homes, and just graduated from there, and we're leaving with all of our belongings. And unfortunately we had a title loan that for $500 that we paid back. I just found out like $480, and just I guess the last payment didn't get, and so the car was reported stolen, and they took our vehicle with pretty much everything we had, because we were on our way out of where we were living. So that suitcase was kind of the last of the important crap, but it was crap, I guess, and stuff.
So they took your vehicle and everything?
Yeah, they took our vehicle. We had a 96 Lincoln Town Car that we'd had for a couple of years, but paid off and it was ours, and just don't have that anymore. But
that's because of the title loan?
Yeah, because of the title loan. Yeah, it was reported stolen in September, I guess, and a couple weeks ago we were leaving our sober living home, and we had all our stuff moving into a storage unit that we had already paid for, and then it was just going to be like, I think like 6 days until our apartment that we had put the money down on was ready for us, and just I don't know.
So where are you guys sleeping at now?
Parks. Yeah.
Do you guys have a tent?
No, might get one. I don't know. We try to, find somewhere and be up and out of there by the time it gets daylight, because my husband's got a job, he's working, he's doing really good, and
What kind of work does he do?
He does maintenance, so he's actually working for himself right now, so he's doing really good. We lived in this apartment for like 6 years, and our lease was up, and I procrastinated, and they're just like, hey, your lease is like ended, you need to come sign your new lease. I'm like, okay, I will, and I figured it'd probably go up, because it does every year, but it went up like $860, and
$800
yeah,
1 month.
And like from the last lease it was a year lease, but like I went to go re-sign, and it was that much more, and because I had waited so long to sign, they're like, well, your lease is ended, like you need you to get out, and I didn't have anywhere prepared for us to go, because I wasn't expecting to leave. So yeah.
What was this, a 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom apartment?
1 bedroom, like 700 square feet. We had 2 patios. It's real nice, and I loved it, honestly.
What are those going for out here?
Now, I guess I haven't been able to find anything close to that for less than $1,400, and we were paying $700 like around there for like ever since we moved in.
So your rent went up $800. So they wanted you to pay $1,500 for a 1-bedroom?
Yep. And
That's
because
insane.
it was a new lease, there's no like legal issues with it, because that's what I had signed and agreed to the previous lease, and if I wanted to sign a new one, I would have had to sign to agree to that. So yeah, I wasn't prepared for that at all. Like, I knew that things were going up, but I guess I just didn't consider the fact that it could happen to me, because I already had a home. But technically I rent, so it wasn't really my home, my home, but didn't own it. So
Do you have any kids?
no, thankfully, because I'm not a good situation right now for them, but no, just us.
What about family members, mom, dad, sisters, brothers?
Nobody here, but I'm very lucky. I have like a very great family that I could easily probably go and stay with any one of them. My husband's having a really hard time whenever I bring that up right now, because, you know, he's having a hard time the fact that we're out here, and yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. It'll get better.
So where's your family at?
Well, all my family's from California, and my parents moved us out to a little town in Nebraska when my mom was pregnant with myself. My sister, I have an older brother and sister, so my sister graduated high school, went to University of Lincoln, and has lived there since. My brother moved to right outside of Las Vegas in Henderson, Nevada, and my mom is actually there in Las Vegas now too, and my dad is in a small town in Colorado, so they're all kind of around. But I mean, I could even call it probably an uncle and anyone, and they'd be happy to help me and
Do you have
take us
someone
in.
out here in Phoenix?
Just my husband. Yeah.
Just your husband.
hmm
Why not just call one of your family members though?
I don't want to hurt my husband. It's really hard for him if we would just pack up and go and have to stay with someone and have to rely on them, because he's working and he is providing right now, and they just need to I don't know, honestly, like, we could just probably just pick an apartment complex and go and sign up and sign lease and take care of things, and we're good at putting money aside, but I don't know, I guess just when he gets off work and we got to do it, sometimes it's a little harder to get them motivation. I mean, not really. I don't know how to explain it. Like we're it's really easy to go and say, hey, I want to live here, and sign the lease. And we found a couple places that we could afford and have already put in the application fee to do so. I even applied for rental assistance in the meantime, but I'm just kind of playing the waiting game on that, and really just, I think I paid like 3 separate apartment complexes, like $30 and $20 and $30 just to apply, and that was within the last week. So once I find somewhere to charge my phone, I'll probably follow up on them.
And if I were in your shoes, I would just call one of my family members
I know.
and go with them, because isn't it dangerous out here in the streets?
Yeah, it probably is.
What kind of dangers have you been through out here?
I've been really lucky, I guess. Mainly just like walking past weirdos that are talking to themselves or try to spit out something to you, and just kind of ignore them and walk by. But at nighttime, I've been really lucky to never really be alone. So
do you have like weirdos driving up to you, trying to get you to do things?
And like, we'll be at the park sometimes, and like the other night we were at the park, and just like some guy had like pulled up, and my husband, he was just parked in there forever, and he started to walk up to him to ask him if he turned off his lights or something, and he drove away. But then someone else came walking by, and he was like hiding behind a tree just watching us, so he went over, he's like, dude, you're freaking out at my lady, like, can you stop that? And he just turned around and acted like he didn't. People are weird. People are very weird. Yeah. If I was alone, I wouldn't be here still, for sure. I know it's like probably really silly for everyone else, like, why don't you, like you said, but I don't know. I'm not alone right now, and I want to be able to like show him that I believe him, that we'll be okay and we can get past this, and we're already doing everything I feel like we need to do to get back on our feet. So I just would hate to just like jump and run away and tell him we're going here so quick, because I know that he can do it for us. So I want to show him that I know he can do it.
When you guys were living in your apartment, was your husband the sole provider?
Mm-hmm.
Or were you working as well?
I was working as well, and just for like the past, I think, like 7 months prior to that, he's doing really well, and I wanted to get back into school. And like 5 years ago, he was in an unhappy job, and he was going to classes, and I was doing well, and I said, why don't you quit this job, finish your classes, you only have so much time left, and so it was kind of cool because he got to do that for me. So I wanted to go back to school, and instead of working and doing that, I was able to just stop working and focus on school while he did it. So sometimes, for the most of the relationship, it was both of us, but right now it's just him. Yeah.
So what kind of help do you need to get off the streets? Because I have like a lot of followers, and
Sure.
usually there's people out there that see these videos and they might have more resources than I do, and they might be able to offer you guys something.
Maybe someone who can help us to find a don't even have to be a crappy car that my husband can buy out for a couple $1,000s or make payments on it, and because I mean he gets paid daily, so he has the money to. But a vehicle would definitely help him out a lot, because I mean I know a lot of people get to work just fine without a vehicle, and he does, but in the meantime, while we're waiting to get approved, or maybe just after then keeping his job, it would definitely be helpful to have a vehicle and not have to tell a client, oh yeah, I'll come fix on that, not right away, but I'll be there in like 2.5 hours depending on the bus schedule. That's been a little rough for him, so that would be helpful. Other than that,
all right, just in case somebody wants to reach out to you with any sort of help or donations, do you have any contact information that you want to share, like a Facebook or an email or anything?
Yeah, probably my email address, because I can check that whenever my phone's charged. It's just my name, Mylisa, Mylisa, Ruiz, Ruiz, @gmail.com. So, yeah, any sort of, even just tips or helpful places other than a shelter that might be safe to sleep for the meantime.
All right,
Thank you.
And just in case one of your family members stumbles across this interview, do you have any words for them? Do you want to tell them anything?
That I love them and I am doing okay. Having a bad day, but it'll get better, so. And I will call you back. When's my phone?
Thank you for sharing your story.
Yeah, thank you.